Hola, ¿cómo está?
Hola. Bien. Estoy bien. You too? Are we doing
muy,
this?
muy bien.
Shit. Eres. How do you say doing this?
Ha sido.
I don't think we are. I think that's we've got a consensus. It's not happening. We're not capable. No,
No.
capable. I'm taking an educated guess that that's what that could be. How are you? How are you over there? You good?
Things are indeed doing.
Doing and going, and no longer in Spanish. Good. Glad to hear it. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. And I'm doing especially well, the both of us are, because we are joined today by just an astounding guest, comic local legend, Allen Sandidge. Give it up for Allen. How's it going?
It's going great, but I don't think anybody would describe me as a local legend.
What? That can't be. I've seen you a few times now, and the last time I saw you was legendary in its own right. It was on our podcast, believe it or not, and it's going to go down in history, to say the least. I really think so. And for those of you watching or listening and thinking, I've never seen Allen's beautiful face or heard his voice on our program before. What could he mean? It was an earnest attempt at recording something remotely, because you're coming from where?
From Richmond.
Yeah, so I mean that's a hike, and I understand people can't always make it out, especially for this. It's not a paid gig or anything, so we have Discord capability. We'll have people on remotely, so that's what we did. And I think you were more reluctant to come out because your kid had just gotten COVID.
Yeah,
right?
So my son had COVID, and I was like, oh well, we're all quarantined.
Yeah,
it'd be safer to do it at home.
No,
and
I really respected that. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, for the week, I felt great.
Good. Yeah. No, I mean, so you didn't feel any of the symptoms, really, is what you're saying?
No, and I've had it before, so I definitely remember what it was like.
For sure, you don't forget something like that. I don't think I've had it yet, and I think the closest I got to feeling like I had it was actually a week ago. But I tested negative for that, flu, strep, nothing. I don't know what the fuck I went through, but they put me on an inhaler after that, which is actually in my car as I start to get a little winded here, noticing that I'm ill prepared. But I'll chug on. If I snap my neck to the side and just start hectically coughing, I don't have COVID, I promise. But no,
says somebody likely to have COVID. No, I'm joking.
I'm telling you. No, I just have to drink water. My throat's dry. That's all.
Oh my God.
But no, we did try to record over Discord, and we were doing pretty well. I'd say we got about a good 13, 14 minutes in, did we not?
Dang, I thought it was at least 20.
You thought it was 20?
No,
I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't tell you.
Oh man. Well, we recorded, which means I have footage of the original attempt at an interview, and I'd love to review it here with you, just so that we can understand what went wrong. Ultimately, what went wrong, because something did derail it, and I don't want to give it away just yet, because I think it's
the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, this is us play by play and analyzing it. And you said you're big into sports gambling, so I'm sure we'll have a great commentary going, a live commentary on exactly what you might have been going through. Here.
Man,
oh
this
yeah,
is great.
Let me pull this up.
Great.
This is when was this? 2 weeks ago. We tried to do this 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, It's September 16th as of this recording. We'll probably turn this around tomorrow. But man, oh man.
And you know, it was wild. 2 weeks ago was my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, that was on my birthday.
This was on your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I wish I could blame it on it being my birthday, but I can't. I can't.
Real talk. One of my last birthdays, I got sick too. I don't know what the fuck it was. It might have been that Chipotle.
Yeah. Chipotle?
Chipotle.
So you got like a birthday bowl? Yeah, because you get like free shit on your birthday?
That shit fucked me up. Boy.
It was my birthday, August 14th, and they just gave me some fucking guacamole. But the catch was I had to buy my own fucking chips too. So I didn't even pick that shit up. I was like, are you kidding me? What kind of present comes with a catch? I don't get the chips too. And they barely, and if you've been to Chipotle, you know they barely give you any fucking chips to begin with. I mean, they're real stingy with these chips.
If they give you a lot, they're stale.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and they're stale. Yeah, not to mention.
If you get a full bag, it's stale.
Oh,
that's for sure.
And how stale are these chips? So I'm like, I know you're not holding on to these, or maybe that's why they're maybe they're aged a certain way, you know, to facilitate the staleness. Okay, well, I shall tarry no further. Here we are with the original interview. It's unlisted on YouTube, so I might make it public after this if you want to examine it yourself. But we got the intro going here. I mean, the whole deal. It was a through and through episode, or it would have been. Okay, so here we are.
I don't even remember the intro.
What's going on, everybody? Long time no see. Yeah, you wouldn't hear it over Discord. Yeah, that's part of it.
Some time since our eyes have laid upon each other.
It's been some time. Yeah, the camera was a little too close on me, I'll say. So we were already off. We were in a weird zone. Like I was just Captain fucking Forehead up front and center. You looked a little zoned out. I mean, we were not, shall we say, on our A game that day on your birthday of all days.
yeah. Next time, do better. Right?
That might have been part of it. That might have put you off.
Act like you want to see me.
Right? Like, what kind of show is this?
I've been out here getting money, fucking bitches.
In the first 30 seconds, talking about fucking bitches. Yeah, I mean, great stuff.
Wonderful. That looks like me.
Here it is.
Allen Sandidge, give it up.
Yeah, I had no enthusiasm. There's something about being in the room too. Like with you right here, it helps me feel a little hype. We were talking beforehand. You know, we built up a little more of a rapport than we would over Discord or over Zoom or something like that. But I mean, you could just, I was really just phoning it in here. So I do apologize if I truly was in any way the cause of what will ultimately happen at the end of this video.
It's going good, man. The fornicating thing is a joke that's near and dear to me, so I had to chuckle.
I don't even remember the fornicating. I don't even remember what happened.
I can't fault you for that. And we did give you strict instructions not to speak.
And just for anybody looking, I'm not Asian. My eyes just stay slanted like that.
I love the Purple Rain shirt though. I mean,
yeah, you know, I almost wore it again. I was like, nah. Like, yo.
Oh boy. Well, I'll skip a little toward the middle here so you can see we were talking. This is 5 minutes in. We were chatting.
Hilarious. It's like one last I do what I want to my dad.
Yeah.
Because
he can't say anything about it. Yeah. So you're talking about how you got into stand-up was because of your grandfather. He was a big influence on you and really was a big proponent, right, of your stand-up.
His dying wish, man, eulogize him with a stand-up set. Yeah, my father hated it, and he was presiding over the service, so he couldn't say shit. And then part of the stipulation was he couldn't read what I was saying before I did it. Yeah. So it was his first time too. So I let that shit fly.
Now, you said he hated it, but did he really hate it, or was he sort of like...
My father, he's a Southern Baptist preacher, man. Nothing's funny.
Yeah.
Everything's going to hell.
I was just at my dad's earlier today, and I don't know how it came up again for the millionth time, but his family escaped a Baptist cult, actually. Yeah, in rural Nebraska.
Okay.
And that shit was no joke. I mean, you want to talk about they couldn't watch certain TV shows. They weren't allowed to go to the movies. There was music they couldn't listen to. And my dad also was a gay guy, closeted in a family of like 1 million people. And so that's just another added element of like, oh, I cannot even think about the shit I'm interested in, right?
Yeah.
And they would eventually be trafficked from family member to family member out of that shit. Because there were people sort of on the outside of it that kept in contact a little bit, like wrote letters and shit. And that's how he got out and eventually enlisted in the Navy. But I mean, trust me, I get it. I mean, some of these churches are no joke. But I mean, nothing's funny though. Still, I mean, you're his son, and that's his father's request of you.
Oh yeah, and for my,
I find it a little hard to believe. I mean, forgive me, that he wouldn't have like cracked a smile. And
I swear to you, bro.
Man,
like
that's crazy.
Even to this day, like I can say some funny shit and my dad's not laughing.
Wow.
Man. Like he don't find nothing funny. It's old black men, right? They don't find shit funny, bro.
People don't like shit, man.
Hell yeah.
Everything. If it exists, I hate that shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh man. Well, that's too bad.
Yep.
But that,
yep, and everything's that's your problem now. You smile too much.
I'm sure you can incorporate that into your, into your bits, his disapproval.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's
never fazed
a gift
me,
of its
obviously.
own.
So fuck it.
So that's what you were talking about here at 5 minutes in. We were having just a delightful, or insightful rather, conversation. And we skipped to about 9 minutes here. Let's see what we're talking about.
I think I started feeling sick right around there because I'm doing the lean.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm doing the lean. Look at his face. He like, yo, hey, is my boy good? My boy good.
I'm glad you said that specifically because Lorenzo here seems. He tried to convince me that he knew this was going to happen.
Nah, he can see the wobble. You see it in his eyes. That's genuine. That's genuine concern
but I mean
for another brother.
I mean at the beginning, at the very beginning, he knew some shit like this. So please tell me how on earth, because I had no clue that anything like this was going to happen at all. This was shocking to me.
Probably when my eyes opened, he was like, "Yo, this motherfucker's eyes is open now." Like them shits was just slanted before. What happened?
I tell people, humans are the only animals that don't trust their instincts. I trust mine.
Yeah.
A voice told me this motherfucker.
A voice.
At some point. Son.
Maybe it was God.
Maybe
it was somebody.
He was trying to the divine intervention, right? Get in there. Save him. Oh boy, I was so unprepared.
Hey, look, if you used the N-word, it was Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh boy, I just don't know how to.
Hey, you see that? That's the judgmental face now. Like, look at him. He about to throw up.
Yeah, like it.
Set eyes back.
With the chin, right? Yeah. Yeah, when there's enough chin, that's.
So when I started around the same time,
that's disapproval.
I've had the luxury of.
So you're nodding off at this point.
Nah,
so
man. It was like, I don't know if you guys. Well, everybody's probably been through it. You know how you like burp, but you hold it in, and then you can kind of taste it. And I was like, in my head, I remember thinking like, "Yo, am I about to throw up?" Like, no, I'm not gonna throw up. Cause then I was like, he did say we could go to the bathroom. I'm like, but fuck, we're live now. And I was thinking I could get through it, and it just, I couldn't hold it down.
Yeah. So was it a food poisoning situation?
So
what would
my wife is a nurse, and she believes that the tacos I ate prior to getting on were bad because she said the ground beef, like I guess the grease that had settled, was a strange color.
Okay,
and so that's what she. Because I swear to you, I was like, other than general, like my insides were hurting from the heaving. Like I was fine. Like I even ate lunch. I went to work the next day and I ate lunch and I kept that down. It was something light, but I kept it down and I haven't felt nauseous since then. But it was a darker colored grease, which fucking sucks because I like Kroger, man. I didn't want to have to do
what?
That.
Hold on. Back the fuck up. That's insane. That's wild. So we're hinting at it. We haven't gotten there yet.
I don't know what it was. It might have been food poisoning. It couldn't have been like a general sickness because I kept everything.
This is making way too much sense now. This is like that just connected every single fucking dot for me personally. I mean, I barely trust the food at fucking at Publix
or
like
Wegmans. It was
well. Let's get to it. I mean, we've teased it enough. I mean, people already have an idea of what is going to happen here, so it's not going to be quite as shocking. But I mean, you'll just see the look on my face here because that's what's on screen when ultimately what happens. Mike's where I'm at over and over again, and Lorenzo's kind of in a study period, so I don't think he's doing it quite as much right now. But I mean,
we're talking about
finding
this
open mics in Richmond.
Main focus between the both of us is the podcast here. So I mean,
and what we've been doing
comedy has been a fun way of
sort of wrapping everything hold it in, keep it together.
I taste something.
Networking, writing.
Yeah. You're looking around. You're looking for an angle. I should have just shut the fuck up.
If only my son had to run downstairs and saved me.
Perspective.
It gives me the chills. I'm sweating and shit.
The way you kind of said you're conversationally funny, or you always have been. I sort of kind of felt the same way. Oh shit! You all right?
Yo, that's great. Oh God.
That is no bueno.
No, not at all.
You know what though? I held it together, man.
Yeah. So
I didn't go down.
So where? So did you have a trash can? What was this?
No, man.
Oh no, my God.
It's the worst, but but thankfully, I'm pretty resourceful because I have a young one. But so where I'm set up is downstairs in our living room, and my like podcasting area is my like desk. Yeah, and so I threw up. Thankfully, my PC is inside the desk. Yeah, or it would have been right on the PC. But I threw up right next to the desk, which is thankfully again separate from where my son's like study and toys are over there. But it all landed in the one open spot in the fucking living room. Okay, didn't get on anything other than the floor. Yeah, but I had to like MacGyver that shit. I had to take like baking soda and pour it because nobody's got a fucking vomit kit in their house. No. But I had to like clean it up with like some baking soda concoction I Googled and shit.
So it was on carpet then?
No, it didn't even get on the carpet. Oh, okay. The carpet is about 3 feet behind me, and we've got that's applause worthy right there. A little like rug. That. So this was all on the dry floor. Okay. Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, look, I cleaned that shit up. When my wife came downstairs to check on me, she didn't even know I threw up. She didn't even smell it. She was like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "Why are you on the couch?" I was like, "I'm dying."
You were like literally, dying. Yeah.
I'm dying.
You have no idea how concerned I was after. I was just like,
you were more concerned than my family.
I was like, is he okay? Are we doing the right thing? Just letting him go like that? This guy just like threw up all his lunch everywhere on the ground. It sounded like you were alone, but your wife was there with you?
She was upstairs, and my son was upstairs too because we were isolating, air quotes.
Yeah.
As best as we could.
Yeah, but then
my son was like, "You better not throw up on my shit." I know that.
You were saying off mic earlier that your son didn't used to be as verbal. Is he more?
Oh yeah, sort of. He's so like I had a lot of experience with kids with autism through one of my first jobs. And I had a young man that I had worked with specifically. He was like probably about like 5 or 6, but his parents were very influential in teaching me about autism because he's the first kid we had in our program. And I went to a seminar on it. This was way back when people were essentially accepting that this was a spectrum and every kid's different. So I learned a lot of stuff about early childhood development and everything. So when my son got diagnosed, I've always been pretty proactive in his ABA therapies and just getting him out in the open. So he was nonverbal for about a year, and now you wouldn't even know for real.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, because when you said, you better not throw up on any of my shit.
No, like I could read it on his face.
He expressed that.
Yeah, he wouldn't say shit. Not my house, but he would definitely let me know. Don't throw up on my stuff.
Do that. You're gonna get it, Dad. Yeah, I swear.
I know where you sleep.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he did try to take me out in my sleep once.
Oh, yeah. He tried to handle you.
Bro, it was wild, man. He like, I was half on the bed and I wouldn't move, and he likes to sleep in our bed. So he was trying to get in the bed. He couldn't get around me, and he literally choked me, like jumped on my back and choked me and tried to roll me out the bed.
Oh my goodness!
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's. I would not. If my cat even tried something close to that, that's the fastest a cat has ever gone through a window in history.
I ain't gonna lie, I definitely like, because I used to work in a jail, so that type of shit sets me off anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So I for like maybe like a tenth of a second, I was like, I'm gonna kill whatever's on me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh shit, it's my son.
Uh-huh.
And he was still mad that he couldn't get me out the bed.
Oh boy, that's his priority, not getting killed.
Yeah.
Just like, you're still not letting me up here. Okay, so we did sort of a play-by-play up to this point, and I mean you're sort of,
I sort of kind of.
but when it happens, what are you thinking? Is anything going through your mind at all? Are you?
What I'm thinking is, I can't remember the last time I threw up, especially for a non-alcohol related incident.
Yeah. Me too.
And so obviously identifying the color of the vomit, what's coming out, and trying to decipher in real time if I got it on anything that's important, like my computer. My headphones were on my head, and like my son's stuff, because like worst case scenario, like if I am actually sick and it's something contagious, I don't want it around the living room, because everybody comes in there. But thankfully, I know it's probably going to gross some people out, but it was still chunky enough, and in one area, it was just a mound of fucking ground beef. Yeah, and it was gross.
No,
as hell.
That's got to be it.
Yeah,
if it's whole like that, if it's not even like partially,
that's why you can hear this, like the chunks. You can hear.
Mean, I was just gonna say you can.
Yeah, like that's not normal vomit.
You all right?
Yeah.
Oh man, bud.
Can I tell you what's?
My freaking, hey, you need to put some theme music to that.
That's what I'm saying, man. I was so fucking concerned.
It's like, hold on, like Mr. 3030 bought this motherfucker on the video. His ass is dying.
Yes.
How we gonna pull this off?
I was so calm, and like we were saying before, I was sort of I hesitate to say checked out up to this point, but I was sort of going by the numbers. Like, okay, we're doing an interview. I'm thinking about what clips we're going to pull up later. I'm trying to, because I engineer this too. Yeah. A lot goes through my head, just being the co-host, the damn engineer, switcher, all of it. And that was the last motherfucking thing on my mind. And as soon as I heard the sound, that's kind of what clued me in to look directly at your screen. And then I saw you hunched over, and I was like, oh my. I was like, what's happening? Did he get shot?
Next, move him out. This one's done.
Holy.
I sort of.
So you see me
the same way.
So you see my eyes dart toward you.
Yo, you know what you look like? What's my man when Kanye said that George Bush doesn't care about black people? You're like, oh. Austin Powers. The Austin Powers guy. Was it Michael Myers?
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah.
Oh. Mike
You're like,
Myers,
oh, God. Like, somebody cut to the next
segment. Get me out of here. What am I still doing? Sitting here.
Oh, man.
I
appreciate your genuine concern, man. No, I swear to you, no family or friends cared.
Well, they didn't hear it and see it like we did.
Even after I told them, nobody gave a shit.
But it's different. And if you show them this, they will be concerned. I fucking promise.
They're gonna roast my ass. They're gonna laugh. They ain't gonna be concerned.
You should show your dad this and see what he thinks.
Oh yeah, tell him it's all part of my comedy.
That's what comedy gets you.
Yeah, right. You out there telling them jokes, not taking care of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, but.
There's no bueno.
No, not at all.
That is no bueno. It's fitting you said no bueno and it was tacos all along. How fucking funny is that?
Oh,
I mean, this is our just reactions in real time. So I just want to play this.
This is how you bring in 38 people.
Yeah, you're fine. No, you're totally fine.
It's only up from here.
It's why I didn't want to come up there. I might be sick.
No.
When you said I might be sick,
yeah. Yo, the way it's frozen right there. we need the cat in the back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So just many memes could come out of that.
Yeah, like the crying cat shit. Oh my god.
Just bring it up that your son got COVID, right, or tested positive.
And I'm like waiting.
So I mean, let's
see how you.
I don't.
what I'll say is that we could.
It's your face, your fucking face, man. Just that, like I knew it, like that fucking calm resolve, that confidence.
Should have cut his mic.
I'm the guy fucking like panicking, like I'm breaking out in a cold sweat. Like, is he okay? Do we need to get medical attention? Something.
So my mic was right there, right? When I turned to the left to throw up, and I tried to mute the mic, and my headphones fell off my head and onto the mic, and that's the only thing that saved my headphones from getting vomit all over. So I had no vomit on my headphones and no vomit on my mic.
That's
or the chair that I was in, which is absolutely insane, right?
That's a miracle.
Yeah,
and that's why you should tell if anything, that's why you should tell your dad. Like, Dad, I experienced a miracle.
Straight up,
I threw up all over the fucking place, and it didn't get on anything, and it's on camera of all things. Like, how often does it happen that a moment like this is captured
at the time? You gotta take care of yourself, though.
Your genuine concern is cracking me up, man.
You want to talk about no bueno? That is not.
My man's like, hey, yo, look, I'm just letting you know.
I do.
You get your shit together.
Oh, man, I feel so bad. I want to help you.
He like, help yourself.
Man.
And you're just so out of breath, too. You're like,
man.
Okay.
It's the heave, man. You can't catch your breath.
This is not urgent at all. I want you to know that. Like, this can absolutely 100% wait. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'm gonna bounce, fellas. I'm
yeah.
so sorry.
Nothing to worry about whatsoever.
I know the exact feeling too. That food poisoning sort of bloat, that feeling.
Yeah.
Waiting around. The worst. I think I've even said this on the podcast before. I know I've told this story a million times, but the worst throw up I ever had was in public. I was down at the National Mall with some friends with I don't think either of them have been on the show actually, but I tried to do another podcast with my friend Tim. I was with him and our friend Bryce, who at some point I'm gonna have both these motherfuckers on here. I don't give a fuck what they say. But we were all out at the National Mall. I was kind of walking around. We met up with my dad and his then partner at the time, and we were just really just having a ball in the city. We took the metro, or parked at the metro lot down at Pentagon City, and then took the train up into DC. And just so when we were in Crystal City, we ate at that Shake Shack there by the Pentagon City Mall, and we were having burgers, having a good time, and it had to be like 40 minutes later we were out on the mall walking, and it was in the middle of summer too, so it was nice and hot, and I was just baking this food baby I had, and I was real skinny then, so I was feeling my shit, and I had like an extra small H&M shirt on. I was so, you could see it like a bump, like I was at least 4 or 5 months pregnant at this point with this burger. And just something came over me the same way that you're rocking. Imagine me sweating more than everybody, even though it's hot. I'm just fucking like wiping sweat off constantly, and just like out of it. I looked zone out, and my friends kept asking me, "Are you okay? Are you all right? Like, is everything okay?" And I'm like, at a certain point, I had to be like, "I'm not okay. I'm at the." We're out in the open, and the mall. There's no cover. There's might be some trash cans with little slits in them that everybody can sort of see past. But we were coming up on like a sectioned off group of porta potties that were, I guess, reserved for like construction workers and shit. And I was like, I have no choice but to get in one of these. And they were like, yeah, no, go check it out. We'll be here waiting. And I was like, yeah, I'm about to be nauseous. And sure enough, I start walking toward them, and then I feel it coming, and I'm like, oh, I can't hold this shit in. And I may be 80 feet away or so at this point. So I start to kind of jog over to them. And then right when I get sort of to cover, because there's a wall sort of sectioning these things off from open view, I get just behind the wall, and before I can even put my hand on any of these doors, just projectile vomit everywhere, all over the side of one of these things.
Probably better out the porta potty.
I mean, definitely. I mean, that was going through my head too. It was like to throw up in it, no less in a porta potty of all places. I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster. Like if some of that blue shit hits any part of your body, the flies. I mean, I would just be throwing up for days in there. I think just like the atmosphere.
Like just take me down.
Just kill me in this. We watched a fight video a couple podcasts ago of some ladies at a
at the Morgan Whalen
fighting at a fucking that's no place to fight. And I mean, even if you're drunk, like I'm saying, or like you were saying, yeah, that's the last place you want to throw up in. But it's just for the fact of that there was nowhere in plain sight that I could do it. So I was like, I have to make it, and I didn't. And it was for the best because I didn't even have to step foot in one. But what the kicker was, we're out in the open, and what do you know? There's a huge yoga class right next to this outdoor fucking yoga.
I was actually going to make a joke that it was hard to throw up in front of y'all instead of some chicks, but
every single one of them was out and about, legs out on the National Mall that day. And the instructors, they came over. They had some Lifesaver breath mints for some reason that they had with their waters and shit. So they handed me like 3 or 4 mints and a bottle of water. And I was so bright red in the face and shit. I was like, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't ruin your class. Because they heard every bit, just like we heard on recording, what you went through. They heard all of it. My friends were like making a wall with their bodies, like my security detail while I was throwing up and shit for the opening in the partition and shit.
That's funny.
But no, everyone saw it. I was like, we have to get the fuck out of here. I can't walk around here anymore. I can't show my face here for at least another 5 years. I think I'm blacklisted from outside.
Gotta go a little fake there.
Yeah, something. I need to fake disguise.
And everybody assumes you're drunk when you throw up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they talked to my friends and they saw it. We were clearly just out on a day and I had food poisoning. Yeah. So I mean, it felt cool to get some closure in that sense, but still I was so embarrassed. I was so fucking out. And then you feel so light after and just like I was hungry again.
It's the body punches, man. Like that's what it feels like. Like when eventually I made it to the bathroom and just the constant dry heaving felt like somebody was just giving me body punches the whole time. On everyone. Like, I told you not to eat that. Like, yo, dang,
seriously,
bro.
Yeah.
I didn't deserve that.
Worse, bro. That should be worse because it's like, am I doing it? No, I'm not doing it. Why am I here?
All right. So on a lighter note, no more talk of vomiting or throw up. I really, since we have you here and you came all this way, I really wanted to review it with you.
Oh, no problem.
And I'm glad you were.
My first time seeing it.
No, it really was. Oh my gosh. I get it would be painful to watch too. That's why I wanted to be delicate about it. But I thank you for being a good sport. And I'll find a way to make it funny. I swear to God it will, because it's too good. Your responses. Just everything that happened. I mean, the way I like look over in shock and horror, and it's
Christians. You okay, buddy?
Yeah, right. with straight soccer mom on me, like fuck, let me throw up, man. I'm a grown man.
I really thought like somebody hit him over the head. What is happening?
He lives in Richmond. He's getting robbed.
Yeah, something's going on. Is it a break-in? Is that what we're hearing on the? Yeah, but on a lighter note, this was I saw this today. This was inspiring to me. This is Steve Irwin's son. I think his name's Robert Irwin. He's talking about his latest encounter swimming with a great white shark. So I wanted to just take a look at this. It's on the Discovery Channel.
Hate or fear. This is a creature to respect. We need to feel so lucky that we still have animals like this on the planet, that we can still have an experience like that. Wow. Mate.
Hey, here, brother. How about your dad's last experience on this earth? You want to take maybe a hint? What the fuck? I mean, come on.
I would have been done.
What?
If he said stingray, I would have been done. I'd have been like,
but still, it's like, let's up the ante, right? I mean, let's get even crazier. Let's go stingrays, sure, whatever. You won't catch me in a wading pool, but great white shark, right? Like, that's any safer. I mean, you know what I'm referring to?
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, how... what are you doing if your dad in his occupation gets killed in any body of water? What's the last place you're going to be caught?
Yeah, like
the last situation you're going to be putting yourself in.
In my head, I was like, the only white person I'll accept doing some crazy shit like this is a Irwin.
Really?
Yeah, it's what they do, man. It's what they do. It's in their blood. I don't know why.
I would think no longer. I mean, at least as it pertains to bodies of water or
as
the sea.
As the Lee family is to bullets, the Irwins are to sea creatures.
What?
Yeah.
I cannot. Yeah. I mean, crocodiles and shit are one thing. I mean, those are...
You got to explore new terms.
And you know what's... Oh, man, this might be a terrible joke to make, man.
Please. But that's what this podcast is for.
You know, you got all these gangsters, gators, and sharks, but it's the school shooter that took them out.
Yeah.
The fucking stingray, man.
Yeah.
The quiet kid. You'd have never suspected it. You'd have never suspected that shit.
That's the shit that's out at zoos for people to put their hands in and touch. So I'm like, okay, the great white shark, the thing that's most notorious for, I don't know, like ripping whales to shreds and like, you know, absolutely decimating fucking wildlife with his teeth.
Did you hear what he said? You got him misunderstood. That's not what he does.
That's not what he does.
You know, Jaws is actually a movie about misunderstanding. We shouldn't judge a shark by his teeth. Okay, he just wanted to talk the whole time, and he was really excited. And they didn't want to, you know, they didn't pick up on his social cues.
I mean, true.
See, experience like that.
Yeah, you should be thankful.
Mate, great whites rule. Yes.
Yeah, he's just so happy. He's just so happy, and that's, I mean, truly. To die doing what you love, I can't fault the kid. I can't. Not even for a second. Anyway, I just thought that was so ironic. I thought that...
Like everything. He's probably not even his son. He's a clone.
Yeah, a clone, yeah. That's his clone DNA right there.
Oh, shit. Because he's just like him. Like, exactly like him.
Yeah.
Every single fucking aspect.
Might.
You were saying you work at a gym?
Yes.
Alan, so I think you'll get a kick out of this. I saw this today as well.
I love good...
I don't go to the gym really because of shit like that.
Yes, this is the terrible training stuff that people do. I love it.
This shit...
I can't really see it because of your mic.
Keeps me away. Sorry, I got you.
Yeah, that's good.
He got a little distracted.
Hey, yo.
He got a little taken by whatever the fuck was going on.
He put the two X's back in the Twitter, man.
In Twitter, yeah.
His mind went somewhere. Look, you can tell, man. Anytime somebody mess up on a set.
What is this bitch doing down here? For one, have you ever seen any shit like this in your life?
I've never seen anybody stretch like that, except for in porn.
Yeah.
But I can understand, like, if you were flexible enough to do that, you would.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, man.
But at a gym though, in a public place.
Look, I got my gym started in at VCU. I was track and field at VCU.
Oh, nice.
And I did powerlifting on the side, mostly because a lot of our lifts were power lifts. Yeah. So at some point before I got older, like, I was pretty damn strong, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I was used to working out with like guys around me. I'm working out with my team. Mm-hmm. My junior year, my schedule changed, and I had to work out with the volleyball team. That was me right there on the box jump. I hurt myself so many times being distracted.
Yeah.
So I don't blame old school, man.
No, look at him. He's doing his best.
Gotta pull your knees up. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't go to my gym just because of what goes on.
She's not even thick.
Over by the free
That's
weights.
The part that hurts.
Oh no, he's really just mesmerized. He's like, what is that position? How can I get started?
Feels like I'm still a little intrigued because I ain't never met nobody that damn flexible.
That can do that shit.
Feel like, what else can she do?
I titled this one "Job Stealing Vermin." You sent me this, Lorenzo, because it really did sit not too well with me. Harlem Globetrotter hands this guy a spinning basketball for a photo op, and he takes it and runs with it.
He's the world champion in basketball freestyle.
Yeah. He's none too happy on the side. You know, normally if a magician or something hands you a deck of cards and says go for it, or they demonstrate a trick and ask you to repeat it, if you did something like way more advanced, I would think they'd be blown away, or, you know, like they would at least show an inkling of enthusiasm for that. Oh, they're actually good at this. Awesome. But this guy just blows it out of the fucking water. An old boy on the side is like, what the fuck do you think you're doing right now? Because he's really like, I can't do half that shit, and I'll be damned if you're really coming for my job on the spot right now, as the caption suggests.
You see that? Hold on, can we pause real quick?
Yeah.
You see the little point that he just did to him? Like, look at this shit here. If this was a public area, like if this wasn't, or if this was like the park or something, he'd got punched in the back of the head.
If this wasn't on headquarters,
he got punched. It was over right there. Yup, it was over right there. I in my sports group, I talk all the time about the social cues between the cultures that people don't understand. His whole body language speaks volumes to me. It was oh, that's cool. Then like kind of like lean back, like, hey yo, bro, you upstaging me. Yeah. Then when he pointed at him to get like whoever was standing next to him, like, yo, look at this shit right here. Mm-hmm. He's got one more time to do some cool shit that's gonna make people go all, and then it's pop right in the back of the head. Yeah, because you're making more work for me, right? You're my coach is gonna come to me. Our team captain's gonna be like, "Did you see half the shit that guy did? We need to step our game up." And what's the last thing you want to do at your job? I would think more work. Sure. Work harder. That's not on anybody's mind. In fact, I'm making a lateral move next week, hopefully, to do less work at my job. I'm going to be doing desk work instead of busting my ass lifting heavy shit all day. I'm going to be sitting, and I might even be able to work home. I work from home 2 nights a week. He should have took the ball and dunked and been like, "Can you do that?" Oh yeah. Yeah. And if he does do that, then you definitely got hit him with one of those trampolines and see how well he does with all these spinning tricks. And then his like Czechoslovakian girlfriend in the back, his Ukrainian girlfriend. Yeah, he's world champion basketball spin. He's like, I know, bitch. I can see that shit. That's up to your Pornhub. Yeah. Yeah, an OnlyFans, madam. Oh my gosh. I thought that was awesome. What else is going on? You guys want to talk about the crackhead or Lauren Boebert? Obama or Miss Boebert? Let's talk about Boebert, man. Okay, we need to break down that the form on the breast squeeze, man. There's levels to that, yo. That the level of comfort he had when he took a whole handful right there let me know that this wasn't like a first time thing. Yeah. This is what he said. That was what you mean you not gonna let me, you know. Oh man. I gotta find There's something about these like dark right wing women other than who's that chick, Marjorie Green or whatever, yeah, except for her. But like Sarah Palin and Lauren, like, you know, I don't know, man, like, hey, what are you saying? If we just happen to be at a convention or something, I got a super pack or whatever the fuck they want to call it. Absolutely nothing wrong with some of them. This might not be. I had a thing for Tommy Lorraine too, man. All this shit looks a little too graphic. I found like the uncensored video of that guy squeezing on her. In the theater on Reddit. Yeah. Oh, no, damn! I didn't know that. He lifts her shit up at a certain point and goes because it's dark and you know they got the night vision the camera. And white yeah. That so I mean he's going to town next to a ton of people. You can tell they didn't get out much as teenagers. Yeah, we've been past that. Yeah. If I'm in my 40s, really, I'm not doing that.
You're not trying to extract milk from somebody's breast in a movie
windows
theater.
are tinted like they are for a reason. We could just do that in the car.
Bobert. Say it 3 times and she appears in security video from a weekend performance of Beetlejuice, where the congresswoman was kicked out of the theater for being disruptive. The DCPA says she was vaping. Bobert's team denied that, said the haze was from...
Yeah, so there she hits the elf bar. Nice.
She's not vaping.
Queen.
Don't trust your eyes.
But you can see her cleavage there. And you won't be able to miss it in a second if NBC has any balls. They'll show the footage.
Behind Bobert told the Denver Post she asked her to stop vaping.
I love that. I love that a Karen is ultimately what is the only person to check Lauren Bobert right now.
Her one-woman show continued, taking flash photos, raising her hands and dancing, often the only one clapping or standing up in the crowd. Bobert occasionally took a break from being disruptive to enjoy the company of her male companion. He briefly had a grasp on the situation.
There he is. Briefly had a grasp. Nice. Thanks, bro. There it is.
Ew.
Of course, they zoom out too, right? When it's like we need a close-up.
The technique is flawless.
And part of it is she's squeezing. I think she gives him a hand job at a certain point. Real classy behavior.
Really?
Without popcorn. I know. Unheard of.
Man. She recently divorced too. That means she on the market.
They were going to town.
So that's what she ready. She ready and willing.
Hey, y'all not gonna judge me if I get into politics, right?
No, not at all.
Because I will run a griff in a heartbeat to get close to her.
You don't even have to be in politics. It looks like I don't know what the fuck this guy does.
Hey,
other than grope her in broad daylight.
If you go back to the beginning, you can tell by the way his hair is. He was definitely on coke. Look at that shit at the top.
I mean, he's hitting
he barely got anything up there.
Now. It does seem like he might not be all there
before he came in there. He's fucking telling her about aliens and shit now.
I mean, and she has to be high. She has to be,
of course,
in some sort of. It's more than just a vape going on here.
For sure.
Ushers returned.
Yeah,
told Bobert she had to leave. The theater's incident report says Bobert pulled the "Don't you know who I am" card on the way out, appearing to give theater employees the single finger salute.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks, Lester. Appreciate it, bud.
Lester, you tripping? You need to get her in for a one-on-one.
That's never going to happen. That's the thing, too. You want to talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene and people like Bobby here.
Marjorie's a...
Bobby.
She's a deep-voiced, like... dominator, man. I'm good on that.
No,
I don't have that fetish, actually. Thank you.
I just mean this, like, they won't appear on shows like those or networks like these because they know better.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
Lauren she's on the market, bro. You could swing it. I'm telling you, you could swing it. You could swing it. We're not even gonna talk politics, bro. Let's talk about Beetlejuice. Like, I ain't never seen nobody act like that over Beetlejuice.
You just gotta get her in the right situation, I think.
I did hear about that shit. I didn't know who did it, but I heard, I saw on the internet, it was like, how you gonna be fooling around watching Beetlejuice? And, the kids and shit. So I didn't know who it was, but I heard about that shit. And I'm like, damn, son, really? You could have picked a whole different movie? I don't fucking know.
Yeah. No.
I don't know. They like that. That's a wild charge right there. The kids around.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Shit. They risking shit. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Children all up in there.
That is true.
Yeah.
Had it been Virginia, I can tell you, I used to work that field. They would have charged you for sure.
Boy, Virginia will charge you for any goddamn thing. They can.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see. What do you think would happen if this incident were in Virginia? I wonder. You think they would have been...
I've got firsthand experience. Based off the title, I can tell you exactly what's going to happen.
I might have to take this off the screen at a certain part. So these kids here, they stole the vehicle that they're operating, and they immediately run into another car just for fun. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. They were talking shit, so it's okay that they ran them off the road. Yeah. Put yourself on camera. This is the part I think I might have to take off the screen. They see a cyclist up ahead on a bicycle, and they take a note out of the just right out of the GTA 5 playbook, which says anybody on a BMX bike gets hit and they have it coming. That's really just 101. And you'll see here, they adhere to those principles. The windshield breaks out, and they leave my man on the side just to die. I mean,
yeah. You know what though? A part of me is relieved because I thought they were going to run him over.
Oh yeah.
If you're gonna get hit by a car, that's probably the best way to go is up over and under. Yeah.
Hit the windshield is best.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Shit. And so I just want to state something I noticed.
Yeah.
They said a certain word.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Look like we were out in here. So.
Yeah, I mean, I will just say it's gang related. It's gang related.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
the gang related violent criminals need to be off the street.
No.
So I used to actually work for the Virginia Department of Juvenile Justice. And I had a case like this.
Really?
Thankfully, nobody got run over, but there was property damage. In Virginia, the first thing they're going to charge them with is grand theft auto, which is a felony, which means you're going to automatically go to detention when you're detained, which ironically, you live close to the detention center. I used to visit that up there. Yeah, all the time. So you're going to get charged with that. Now, depending on if they got priors or not and which jurisdiction you're in, Northern Virginia and the 16th where I worked, they're going to try to hit you with everything, attempted murder, all that, just because of the language, the fact that it's gang related. They're going to get everybody in that car for at least conspiracy to commit murder because you hit them with the car. You're looking at being charged as an adult 100% without a doubt.
Yeah.
Like that, like Virginia doesn't play with like serious offenders in juvenile. Like you can, like if you take a car, go joyriding, that's one thing. But if you got like a video like this, you showing intent, you done ran into 2 cars, you just tried to run somebody over.
Yeah.
And your parents are getting sued for the hospital bill. It's going to be bad for you.
Well, thank God. Can I tell you they're going to be okay?
Yeah.
And can I tell you why? Because this is in Vegas. So they're going to be just fine.
Yeah, they're
no skin off their backs.
Hey, look, they're up to what?
Plenty of skin off
4
that
stars?
guy's back that they hit.
Is that 4 stars when you hit somebody on the bike?
I think so.
Yeah.
I want to say if they die, for sure. If they die, not quite 5 with the tanks and the SWAT cars and the helicopters, but we're at a solid 4 if he dies. If he just bleeds out from internal bleeding on the side of the road.
Yeah, and on a serious note, man, like because I don't know. Let's just say I've been around cases where this has turned deadly for the people behind the wheel more so than anything, and so
especially if it's gang related, and they don't know who they're hitting. They don't know if that person's strapped or if they've got people en route. And they're looking for this car just like the cops are. I mean, it's all a matter of who gets where first, or even when these people do go through detention, if they are charged as adults and they end up in an institution somewhere else. I mean, who's to say word hasn't traveled somehow or another that, okay, once you see these kids, you know, those are the first people to get fucked up.
I mean,
as soon as you lay eyes on them.
Some of these jails is like you see on TV, like you fresh meat, man. You're the youngest, you're the smallest. Like you got to make friends or you become a victim, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, they really don't do themselves any favor doing it all on video here. No favors at all.
How did they get caught? Did they crash the car?
I'm not even sure they were caught. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have any further info on this.
Okay.
And like I said, fingers crossed, they're just fine because this is just a Tuesday night as far as Las Vegas is concerned. You know what I mean? Anyway, there's that. I thought that was awesome. I've never, you know, I've never gotten to experience GTA. And I love watching high-speed chases and things like helicopter footage, but that's different. To get the perspective from the driver's point of view, it's something else for sure. I kind of want to take a look at this. I think this will be fun. This is kids outsmarting the cops, or not quite outsmarting, but just, you know, standing their ground and saying, you know, I know my rights and y'all can fuck off. I thought this was really inspiring.
Cops are known for being deceitful and abusing their authority whenever
I love
they
this
get a
channel.
chance,
It's
even
Detective
with
Williams.
But what
a lot of these body cam
when
channels
the youngsters outsmart them?
Awesome.
Here are 3 times when teens owned bad cops, starting with the case of Bay City, Michigan Police Chief Michael Ciccini, who, on 17th September 2022, had been found harassing 19-year-old Parker Whalen and 18-year-old Travis Krim.
Get out of here! I didn't even do that. Yeah, you did. Wanna go? Go!
So immediately he comes down with a flashlight from his house. I guess he was out on his balcony telling them to, you know, quiet down or whatever. They're at a public park skating, or it looks to be on a road. Yeah, they're on a roadway skating, and it's totally unoccupied. And this guy comes down from his balcony, like I said, just like yelling profanities at them, and he hits them, or he hits this one kid at least in the stomach with his flashlight.
You disturbed Mike, and he's believe you just committed battery. No. Yes. You hit him with a flashlight. That's battery. Get out of here. How is that right?
And this kid's totally calm, collected. I mean, for one, I wonder why. You know, I mean, if you're maybe a different skin color, it's not going so smoothly. You know, or you might not be operating from a position of
I'll be honest,
such confidence.
At 19, man, if he ain't got no gun and he poked me like that with that flashlight, he is KO'd.
Yeah.
I was like, how did you fucking, you gonna jab me with a flashlight?
Yeah, man. Like, and you haven't identified yourself as a cop either. Now I can tell by the way he holds the flashlight that he's some kind of law enforcement or security.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. But when you approach me aggressively and then you poke me in the stomach, like 19-year-old me, man, ain't no way.
It looks like he has a police shirt on. I think it says police on the back. I don't know if there's a logo on the front.
That wouldn't have been enough to save his ass that day. He'd have had to get back to the gun.
So he calls the police.
I can assault you all I want. Just assault me. You want me to go? I'll make out with you right now. I swing both ways.
Yeah, he's doing that cringy kid shit of like, okay, you want to kiss me? And they start making fun of him for being bald. The cops come and they take
Walks up to me and like,
statements.
He goes like that and jabs me like right here in the ribs with the flashlight. And then he said he felt threatened. My hands were at my sides. I don't know. I didn't swing at him. I didn't pick up.
Yeah, so I mean, like, good thing he wasn't you, because who's to say? Because this guy's the chief of police, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
So I mean, he could have pulled some strings and definitely called in a few favors.
I'd have been in a dark place. They'd have beat me up and everything. I don't have that restraint, man. Even now as an adult, man, like I don't know if it's because of my upbringing or what. Like, it's just something about people getting physical with me when I'm not being physical with them. It might even be an ego thing. Like I just can't allow it. Like, you know, the old Predator shit when they shook hands and they were like doing like the arm wrestle. Like that would be me. Like I don't like that shit. I'm just trying to shake your hand while you trying to muscle me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, but I mean, I just something rubs me the wrong way, knowing that this guy was in a position of such power, and that this is how he operates at home. You know,
right. And that's what he does to the white kids. Like imagine,
yeah, that's part of it too. It's like imagine what he's doing to some of these minority groups.
It's so much shit nowadays with people saying like, you know, woke and this and that, but like knowing your rights is the way to go. That's what got me in criminal justice. Like my first incident when I was in college, man, like I had a kid, he was my roommate, he was from Maryland, black guy, but his parents was like they were from like Bel Air of Maryland, like they were rich. He had 2 parents, it was a doctor and whatnot. Never experienced anything like this before. Like I'm from a small 1-stoplight town, man. Like cops is just as racist as the people burning crosses in your lawn, you know. So like we had 2 different like upbringings. So there was an incident where we both got detained. I knew my rights and I was taking classes and stuff and knew what to say. And he thinking that they his friend and they took him around back and beat him up.
Yeah.
And it like I'll never forget that, and that's what motivated me to make sure at least I know what I'm doing. And then, you know, at that time we didn't have like the high-tech camera phones that we got now, but all this stuff that people do like this, start filming and whatnot. I mean, I know some people it rub them the wrong way, but like that's what you got to do.
It's necessary.
Yeah,
it's totally necessary. And
don't trust no cops, man.
They'll say left and right, we're recording all of this. You know, we're recording it already. You don't need your phone. some of these motherfuckers delete this footage, and once it's deleted, it's gone. And they might just get a little slap on the wrist, reprimand type shit for doing that. But what you can get is what you need to be getting at all times, especially in an encounter like this.
They gotta my thing is you gotta prove to me that you're not a bad cop.
Yeah.
That's gonna be hard.
Before I leave it up to you to be the end all be all of this.
My
footage,
defense mechanism is to assume that you're a bad cop, because if you don't, man, it's too many. We have too many stories, and it's not over dramatization. Like I bet you between the three of us, we all could find at least one friend that's had a bad run-in with the police officer.
Yeah,
shit.
Right.
So,
or even ourselves. Yeah. Absolutely, yes. I would say, it's not beyond the realm of possibility.
Cecchini had obviously thought he could get away with it because of his title. After a formal complaint was filed against him, Cecchini announced his retirement and was later charged with assault and battery. But if he thought teens owning cops stopped...
fucking retire.
He should have kept his title.
He probably could have.
Yeah, they wouldn't have charged him if he had to become a civilian.
They probably would have.
I wonder if he argued... that at that time he wasn't a civilian. He shouldn't have been charged. It was police duty or some stupid shit like that. Yeah, they love to do that.
Probably his attorneys were like, "Yeah, we can weasel you out of this. Just say it was.
You're gonna still settle, buddy.
Say you punched in at some point.
We still gonna get paid, bro. We're gonna have our own podcast studio and everything.
Yep,
each of us.
Always. But this was the one that got me the most. This guy gets pulled over on suspicion of drunk driving.
2022 was returning from a friend's house and was stopped on the way by Newton police officers. One of his headlights had been damaged, so he was using his brights within city limits.
Hi there. How you doing, sir? Good. How are you? Good. My name's Officer Winters with the Newton Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is because you have your bright lights on.
Yeah, I have a headlight out, so I just keep my brights on.
Okay, well that's not legal.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Yeah, I turn them when a car comes by, I turn them off. But like,
well, you didn't with me.
Oh, you weren't close enough though. You were a while back.
It has to be within 500 feet.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
And you're not supposed to have your brights on in the city limits.
My fault.
You got your license.
I love a good stickler as much as the next guy. Yeah, somebody who's just like real familiar with each and every minute rule.
I guarantee he's lying because they be making shit up like a fucking 5-year-old does.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna guarantee he's lying, but this is just one of a many number of reasons why you can get pulled over, to get searched, to get the whole rundown, and to get ticketed. Ultimately, that's what it's about. It's all a revenue system.
We used to have a resource officer when he did the weekend beat. He would get people for their muffler being too loud. Like, who does that? Like, what the hell?
That's all it is. I'm telling you, it's revenue at the end of the day, because what's the worst that could happen? Right, if you pull somebody over for this bullshit, having your brights on within city limits, because then, I mean, what are the odds that they might have been coming from a bar? They could have been drinking. Okay, you get them on that, or even that this guy's driving a beater car. I mean, there could be any number of issues with it that he could choose to cite, and also refer in his little write-up and write an even fatter ticket for. I mean, that's all it's about. So it's like, you see one thing that you can get somebody on. It's kind of like it's almost like that door-to-door salesman type thing, or like selling you a catalog. It's like, once we get in the door, once we get you reading this, what's the worst that can happen? That you buy more than one thing on this? I mean, shit, why not? That's what I'm here for. So I mean, it's really it's one of the craziest grifts. It's just a grift with a gun. That's
I would imagine at some point he's gonna make him get out the car because he gets out the car.
Oh yeah, here we go.
No drugs.
Yeah. Oh my.
Can I search you?
Skellenok.
He goes, have you been drinking? And he's like, no, not at all. Well, can I ask you to step out of the car then? He's like, yep, sure, why not? Because I haven't been drinking.
I would have said, hell no, man. And even as an adult, I'm a stickler about getting out the car, because my thing is, is there's certain criteria that needs to be met for that request to be made, and just pulling me over for speeding or equipment malfunction doesn't count. Like I had a guy one time pull me over and said he smelled weed. I had on my like actual uniform. I was working at the circuit court, and I was like, do you, like, you know, again, not trying to pull rank, but do you know what I do? Like, why would I come from the court smelling like weed? Like, come on, bro, at least give me some decency to think I get home and light up before like leave work at the courthouse. You're an idiot.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, like, yo, you're an idiot.
I'm inventing a new method to get away with some shit.
I'm a toddler about that shit. No.
So this kid gets out of the car. He complies with all this guy's requests, and he even takes.
And it's still not good enough.
Oh, so he does 1 million of the field sobriety tests, right? God. He makes him redo them constantly, and that's the most fucked up part about it all with the field sobriety shit is that, okay, so not only can you complete it correctly once, twice, 3 times, but you just have to do it indefinitely until you mess up. That's the goal. They could just say, do it again. You did it so well the first 10 times. Can you do it again though? Do you remember the rules at this point?
Hey, look, I had a guy tell me to stand on my left leg and put my right leg up, and I did my right leg and put my left leg up. Yeah. And he said he failed me, and I was like, I don't have an ACL in my left leg, dumbass. And I was like, so why would I stand on one leg? I was like, that's gonna hurt me. So I was like, no.
So that's
man. No, a lot of them are not, man. Like,
I'm pretty sure when they take the test, if you score too high, you can't be a cop. Like,
I'm pretty sure too, bro. I swear to you. I swear to you.
This guy, so he makes him do all these tests over and over again, and then finally. But the whole time, this kid's like, "Can you just breathalyze me already, so I can get on with my life? It's raining outside. You've got me walking around here in the rain. Can you breathalyze?" So he's been asking. He's probably asked 20 times up to this point. He's like, "I don't want to. I'll do it when I tell you I will," because this guy's on a power trip, right? But finally, he grants his request. He's pursing his lips at this point. He's like. He's making a
lot about
a deal about
behavior. After saying that Gallinakis clearly looks impaired, Officer Winters finally has him do the breathalyzer.
What I want you to do is make a tight seal around this and blow outwards like you're blowing up a balloon, okay? Cool. All right. You ready? Yep.
He's real confident. He's like, I have not been drinking.
So I'm going to read you Miranda, okay? Right now you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
After the test is done, Gallinakis gets a 0.0% result, but the officer hides.
But, you know, there's always a but, right? Like,
man, I would be rich right now, man.
Yeah, no, this guy's still fighting it out in court, but I guarantee there's a payday coming. Like, there's a payday.
Just go ahead and pay me.
If he even got sick after this for just being in the rain, imagine this fucking payday.
You can put a bat signal on your police department when I'm done.
It's this from Officer Winters, then talks to his supervisor on the phone, where he admits to Gallinakis having blown zeros and can be heard calling Gallinakis a smartass.
I asked him, I said, I read Miranda, PBT triple zeros. So he says he'll do an evaluation, but he's kind of a smart ass.
Despite blowing zeros, Gallinakis has read his Miranda rights.
Yeah, and eventually the guy tries to say, you must have been smoking weed at some point tonight, which we can't test for out here, so we're going to have to bring you into the station, you know, for more questioning. But this kid, just like you said, I find it funny that that's what you brought up. That was your exact same retort, is that he's on a college football team and they get piss tested regularly for that shit. It's like, why would I jeopardize that tonight of all nights? And I just had a test, like a week ago. It's coming up again, you know.
And this is why you don't get out the car.
Yeah, no, I mean, but what happens if you don't get out of the car? I mean, realistically,
then you gonna have to give me a really good reason to get me out the car, or you're gonna have to drag me out the car, and your ass is in trouble even more. Because again, there's no valid reason for me to get out the car.
Yeah,
like. There's nothing about him that shows that he's inebriated at all. Like,
no.
and this is the like law school version of me coming out, man. Like I hate that shit, man. With all my heart, I do. And we have this like weird thing in our society now where people think that because people get a badge, they're the good guys. Hell nah, man.
It's a job through and through. It's a revenue system. It's anything but altruistic most of the time. It's just them doing a job like any other, except this job comes with the perk of, again, you have a gun and you have this sense of entitlement too, that everyone needs to listen to what the fuck you say, and if they don't comply with your every request, then you put them through the ringer, essentially.
You know what else is crazy about this video? Like, I wouldn't even pull over in a place like that because there's not enough light.
Oh no!
And I've made cops follow me. I had a cop actually charge me with evading police.
Really?
Because I was on 64. It's a stretch of 64. It's like right off of the Pam Road exit. It's about a quarter mile before you get to the next exit. And instead of pulling over on 64, because one, it would have been dangerous for him.
Sure.
I went the Pam Road, the next exit, but I pulled into a Walmart, which was about another quarter mile, and I was flashes on. I mean, literally the OJ treatment. Like, I won't speed.
If you feel flashers on, you good.
And so my windows are tinted. I'm in a maximum. My windows is tinted. I open up the sunroof, let all my windows down so he can see when he comes up to the car. Like, I'm chilling. And this dickhead comes up, gung ho, gun out, get out the fucking car, you running from the cops, this and that.
What?
Man, I was calm as a bitch. Just looked at him, I was like, man, look, I ain't trying to get shot, but I'm not getting out this car.
No.
And like, it drives my wife crazy that I'm like an asshole like that. In her case, she thinks I'm an asshole, but I'm like, bro, why would I listen? I'm not gonna listen to you if you don't have the authority.
Yeah,
and that just comes from people educating themselves. Like, you have a lot more rights as a civilian than people know, and the younger generation is more aware because it's come out to the forefront more in the last 4 or 5 years with like some of the shit that they've been
like
doing.
This. I mean, look at this video, for instance, is a great education tool to let people know, young people, old people, everyone alike, that you don't have to take this shit. And especially the last one we saw with the guy off duty of all times coming down there fucking prodding people with a flashlight. It's like, where do you get off that you think you own the streets?
They would have named that town Lorenzo by the time I was done.
I'm telling you, bro.
Oh man,
Chappelle said, "I'm rich, bitch."
Yes.
Straight up.
Oh my god, I hate entitlement in general, and that's actually most of the videos we watch are people who feel like they're entitled to a response, whether it's a lady in an airport losing her shit, or
I worked with the police and I didn't trust the police.
Oh yeah.
Like, shit. Straight up. Hell yeah, straight up. I used to get enraged when my friends would say I was a cop. I was not a cop, man.
Yeah.
I'd be hot. I wouldn't be able to stand that shit. I could never be one. I'd hate myself for that shit. I'd be like,
and you figure a lot of them must at the end of the day, when they see some of their colleagues, the way they behave, when they witness like the degenerate behavior that goes on a daily basis, they must resent themselves truly, or when they think they're there to make a difference, and they realize how insurmountable it is, and that they're not going to be the one to change the entire system. I'm sure it takes a mental toll. And I can speak
on that a little bit too, bro. Like, I worked in the institution. And there was some, especially on third shift, there was some shady behavior going on, and you do get in a position where it's like some of it has to be some form of self-preservation, because you got to think these are the people that are your coworkers that you're supposed to be able to trust, and they're doing shady shit, and they're definitely out to save themselves. So what is it for them to just like collude to get rid of you in some kind of way? And I never felt like my life was threatened, but I did have an incident once where I got targeted by a staff member who paid some kids to jump me. Really? And the kids, I say kids, they're not kids. On my old unit, they were all about 20 on their way out. So my unit was the violent offender unit. It was open bay. It was 13 of them, and there was a third shift night where I just kind of knew something was off, and it happened in the shower area. Which first thing that ran through my mind was this a Priya incident, because we're not supposed to be back there when somebody's showering, because then they could say that you raped them or something. Anything can happen back there, and there's no cameras obviously in the shower, so that was a safety issue. But I went back there to check, because apparently everybody was out in their bed, and I counted 13, but something just didn't seem right. And when I went back there, it was a 14th member in the shower, and he was fully dressed. And some people came in after me and shut the door. Problem is that, like, I'm not Batman, I'm not no badass, but I'm not a bitch either. All right, and I grew up fighting. Like, I had anger issues and all kind of shit. So it's second nature for me, man. Like, to be in a situation where you gotta survive, you know. And I mean, my thing, like how I was taught, was if you're in a situation you're outnumbered, they can't, like, one, you should put yourself in a spot where they got to come at you one at a time. But the first person that comes is who you make an example out of, because you're probably only going to get one shot off anyway. Yeah. So God bless that young man. His face definitely got broken. Just right into the wall, into the concrete. And after
this
that,
is back when you were sort of lifting.
I was in my prime.
Yeah.
38-year-old me would have been like, help.
No kidding.
So yeah, don't get it twisted. Nah. Didn't y'all just see me throw up? I'm a bitch now.
Please.
Everybody looking at this like, damn, he must be bad. Nah, bro, I'm a bitch now. But back then, I wasn't no bitch.
I would have killed to see some shit like that.
That shit was awful, man. I came home looking like I had been in, like, I remember my uniform was ripped.
Yeah,
I had gotten bit on my forearm. I still kind of got the mark, but I got bitten on my forearm by one of the kids. Because they teach you, like, when they bite you, like, in order, like, you're not supposed to rip away. You gotta essentially feed them. So you push into their mouth because it's gonna, like, choke them a little bit.
Force them open.
Yeah. So I did that and just pop. And in training, everything's like open hand and this and that. Like, nah, man. Like, there won't no cameras back there. Like, oh yeah, this is exactly what you want.
Like, throw down.
It's Black Dynamite, man. Shit. Like, I gotta go home, you know. But that mentality is what street cops take with them. That whole I gotta go home. Yeah, but that's not true in the street. It's like, obviously your goal at the end of the day is obviously to survive, but you are there to serve and protect. That requires some form of sacrifice and risk implied in the job.
You need to exhibit more restraint than you do this power trip, God complex mentality that all them, or that even that they're the center of their own universe when they're out there, right? I mean, to think that you're that self-centered when, like you said, you're supposed to be protecting a community of people. I mean, what the word community comes to mind, right? I mean, it's not about you. So what would make you think it's necessary to go around just fucking beating the mess out of people and accosting people day in and day out? I mean, what part of your job description says that?
It's in the fine print.
Yeah, but then I've been watching on oh my god, what's it on? I think it's on HBO. It's a show about like a sort of a scam call center that operates on behalf of the police, and they make these calls to old people and susceptible individuals to sell them subscriptions, the fees to which go toward what people think are police. But these companies do it on behalf of fraternal orders of police, which are little, like, clubs that cops get to join. They're like little social clubs, right, that are headed by their own board of supervisors. And these companies consult fraternal orders of police to say, hey, you're not doing this ground roots advocacy that we have the manpower for. So what we'll do is we'll give you 20% of the proceeds, and y'all and we will take 80% on your behalf, just because some money is better than no money. And these crooked fucking cops, they go, oh yeah, just fucking sell whatever you want to whoever, and then next thing you know, your grandma's on the phone with a crackhead in a crack den fucking call center who's pretending to be a police officer, saying like, hey, would you like to donate today for me and the boys so we can get a couple hoagies later, or just maybe a case of donuts? Any amount helps. We start at $5, but if you want to do the platinum tier, that'd be a couple extra bucks, and it's nothing you'll be missing in a month from now. And they're like, oh, of course. And they get a little sticker in the mail. So if you ever see people with like cop stickers, like civilians with cop stickers on their rear windshields and shit, it's because they've been scammed, essentially. It's wild.
Sounds like the guys with the MAGA stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, truly, like selling all this dumbass fucking Chinese mass-produced merch at a crazy, insane markup. I make a big deal, and in fact, on the last episode we did, I opened a bunch of stuff from Temu. I don't know if you've seen Temu. It's like I
think I've seen it.
It's like a second-rate Alibaba, online retailer, and they have all that shit left over, right? All like the excess surplus printed Trump shit. It's all on there for like $1 each. So if you ever want a Trump hat, if you want a Trump costume, whatever, I have a golden like $1,000 bill with his face on it back there somewhere, just because it's like 80 cents, right?
Oh man,
they didn't know where to put it. No one bought it all.
Sorry, it was rigged. He'll be back.
Yeah, I mean, have no fear.
He's herpes, man.
# my president.
Look, you know what's funny though, since we're on the subject though, in society now, it's funny that no matter what you joke about, they assume that you have a stance on the other side. That's why in comedy I've stayed away from a lot of political jokes. Yeah. But when I do political jokes, I try to bring two things together so people can see, because for every time I've ever said a Trump joke, there's somebody that's Republican that gets upset, and for every time I made a joke about Obama, there's somebody that assumes that I'm. And in my case, it's black people that will tell me I'm a sellout. But I'm like, bro, we joke about each other all the time.
Yeah,
like I got a joke about Clinton being the first black president, man. I think that shit's fire. People get so pissed off about it because they're like, what about Obama? I care about Barry.
But that's a great joke. It's a great premise to even have here right now. I mean, I love that, and that's part of it too. For me, I'll go in on whatever topic I want, as long as it's like just super fucking ridiculous. Like I love making it totally almost absurd, right? To the point where somebody's like, did I really just sit here and listen to that shit? And then no matter how they feel about either side, it's sort of just like the gripe at the end of it is like, why did I allow this motherfucker to talk for this long just to hit me with the dumbest fucking joke ever? But I always do. That's sort of the conceit, right? Is that they think it's going to be polarizing, or they think it's going to be some shit that's going to set them off, and then ultimately it doesn't, and they're just mad at me. And then I try to win them back later on. But I never do political jokes that are just outright offensive to one group of people, because that's just an uphill battle that I'm not willing to fight for the rest of my time on stage.
And that's my thing too. Like I don't ever want somebody to confuse comedy me on the stage with me off the stage.
Yeah,
because like I don't have a lot of characters off the stage. Like I talk my ass off on the podcast, and if I like you, we make jokes and stuff. But like if I don't know you and I don't like you, or you coming at me with something stupid, I'm not gonna say a lot. And we went through that one little small phase where everybody wanted to walk up on stage or throw something at people and stuff. Like that can't be me, man. Like I kid you not, my aunt and my cousin and my sister actually were at the last show at Electric Palms. And somebody said something about one of the jokes I had, and my sister had to be shushed because that's just how they are, I'm like, yo, I can't. There would never be a Will Smith to my Chris Rock. It just wouldn't happen. Like that shit crazy.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say one of the things that I also like try to remember when I'm on stage and in general in life, especially when you're doing something like for the pleasure of other people as far as jokes. Richard Pryor said something to Eddie Murphy in one of his stand-ups. He was talking about it where like Bill Cosby hated one of his jokes or something like that, something he said, and he was like, man, yeah, it kind of hit me real hard because I looked up to Bill. And Richard Pryor was like, he's like, do the people find it funny? And Eddie Murphy was like, yeah. He was like, well, fuck them then. So I try to remember that. I really do. I try so hard to remember that. And it's more reflected on my Facebook because I spam a lot of shit on Facebook.
Let me pull that up.
But people, there's plenty of times that people will be like, man, your Facebook's so stupid. But then there's also another portion of people that think it's funny. And so I just let it rock, man. But I just try to keep that mentality. It's just Allen Sandidge, Allen.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can't go.
I gotta find you. I like you be doing memes and shit. What you doing?
Yeah, I just honestly, it's my ADD, man. It just takes over and it's whatever. Like,
find you, but
Like that meme right there, I made that from a conversation I had with my friend. So the joke of it is that I always have issues betting on Saturday in college football now. So I'm in a super contest. That's my side gig. It's a payout of about close to $1 million if you win it. The top 20 people get paid. Every 3 weeks there's a competition where you could get up to $20,000 if you win. So you take 5 games, you bet against the spread, and then they just calculate it from there. So last week I went 5-0. Didn't hit a college bet. Like lost every last one of my college bets. So today I started out, I lost my first 2 bets, and so I put me to the books talking about Sunday, and it's the clip from The Color Purple where she was cursing Danny Glover. and so it's just like random stuff like that, man. Like whatever. I had a story about in my memories. My son, he's an Eagles fan, and I was messing with him and said L is for losing, and he took his diaper off and said P is for peeing and pissed on the floor, and that really happened. And so that's in my, I didn't share it, but it's in my memories. But like I share stuff like that because it's just funny, man. Like my Facebook to me is supposed to be funny. If it's something worth talking about, like that I want a serious conversation about, I'll say something. I have a very diverse group of friends. And I take a lot of pride in that. Like my thing I say about my friends all the time is if they were in a room together and I wasn't there, they'd be fighting each other. Yeah. But I kind of hold it together because I'm well-rounded myself as far as like the different shit that I'm into. I got my anime friends. I got my friends that'll rob you after the show. You know, I mean, it's just a group like that.
Which do you prefer? Because mine are the people that would rob me.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
I actually prefer the combination of both. Like I do have a couple of friends.
That's always fun.
Yeah, that they'll watch One Piece with you, man.
Crazy about One Piece
and ski mask on you in a heartbeat.
I know mad people like that.
Yeah,
right. I'm trying to tell people, nah. Like I know people that's about that life. But we be fucking talking about Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that's what I love it, man.
We had
fucking gum pistols in there.
We had a guy, Mark Hubble, on who shout out Mark. I'm sorry we had to cancel on a recording we were going to do recently, but he talked about in prison there a lot of the hardest, toughest guys are big into like Dungeons and Dragons and shit, man. Right? And they'll have their whole
it's a lot of levels that people wouldn't expect, man. Wouldn't expect.
No, it's no joke. So anyway, so here's your social media. Find Allen Sandidge here on Facebook and Instagram. It looks like you have the same logo.
It's all connected. My Twitter isn't connected, and my Twitter is primarily for the gambling. I try to keep, like, if you want the real me, that's Facebook. If you want the comedy me, I'm trying to make that my Instagram. So bear with me.
Me too.
And then a lot of my other random things that I like food. My son's on there, my goddaughter, and then Twitter is for the gambling stuff. If you're looking for my wife, she's on my Facebook somewhere. You can reach out to her directly. I don't post a lot of her.
Well, that's what's up, man. Where are you going to be at next? You were talking about an ESPN show you're doing.
Yes, I will be in West Palm Beach, Florida. There's a group of guys down there that I've met through one of my sports podcasts, the Gambling Podcast. But they do a show called The Inside Drive. It's 12 to 2 Eastern time, 11 to 1 in Central time.
Okay.
But the gentleman who runs the actual show of the Inside Drive invited me down to do some gambling takes because I call in on a regular basis and give them analysis and stuff, and then him and I chat. And he's been following some of my picks. So they just kind of want to pick my brain a little.
Awesome. And
I've had a couple calls, and I've posted some of those on Facebook. And don't get me wrong, I'm not this dude that's out here throwing $20 at 10-leg parlays. Like I consider myself a real gambler. I'll throw 100, 500, 1,000 if I got it on certain plays and things like that.
Yeah, so this is
I bet against the spread.
Business,
no. Last year I was 16th out of 10,000 people in the My Bookie contest. Unfortunately, it didn't pay out a lot, but it's cool to be like in the running. And so last month, I flew out to Vegas and signed up for that contest personally.
Oh wow!
And I happen to have a friend who's a showrunner in Vegas, and he's my proxy, so he's making the bets on my behalf. Okay. But it was like a whole like crazy process, man. Like I had to go in and it was more or less like they did a little quick background check and like, do you live in Vegas and stuff? And we had to sign like a contract. But I'm heavily invested, and you'll notice that more on Facebook and Twitter than on my Instagram. On my Instagram,
you're trying to make this comedy.
Comedy's the hobby.
Yeah.
At this point, when you invest as much money as I have in the gambling, it's got to be a job, man.
I'm sorry we didn't pick your brain as much about that stuff. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know the first thing about football, sports gambling, nothing. Lorenzo, I think you're in the same position, right? So, I mean, we would have just been listening to you.
Oh, yeah. No, I can tell you some wild shit about it. I done seen some stuff. It's cool.
I'm like, hey, them for this. All right. Okay. All right. Hey, you see me, Lorenzo, what the fuck? Why is he in there?
When it comes to making money, though, I'm all ears. So if you have any tips, or if you're doing particularly well, on a given season, if I'm on, if you'd like to tip me in, or
if I run hot. If I run hot, man, I'm nice, but I ain't gonna lie. It comes with the price at times too. Like, I'm never gonna sell people on this idea that I win all the time. Hell no. I lost 18 bets in a row on baseball back in August. And usually when it's that bad, I'll taper down how much I spend on it. And if I ever get to the point where I gotta cash back in, I'll definitely slow it down a little. But 18 it's got to be one of the worst losses that I've had since the first time I started betting. And so I went to Vegas, played the tables, kind of recentered myself. And that was August 9th. I hadn't lost much since then. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. You're up. So,
that's all.
Here's to continuing on that path for sure. It's a slippery slope.
I cashed out when I threw up.
On that note, we're gonna wrap here. We've been going an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. So bad. I talked too much.
No. I've had a great time, honestly, and we really could go 2.5 hours, honestly. And we had before. I think when we had Trey Solo in here, we went about that long. It was wild. But as you can see, time sort of just flies. And before we have any technical difficulties or internet cuts out, cameras shut down and shit, I want to put a nice bow on this. So, but at the end of the show, we do a segment where Lorenzo here gives some advice to people we've commentated on, or people that we brought up, really anybody listening too. So Lorenzo, if you would, here's your music.
All right, here's my advice. Advice number 1.
Oh, they're numbered. This is a list.
Check your ground.
So it's not usually this organized.
If that shit look a little off,
check your ground beef. Yeah. Was anything moving in the food? Did you examine the food after? Or?
Nah, man.
Were there any trace of the Kroger tacos like themselves after? Or
it was.
Did you go through them?
No, I didn't go through it, man. But it was clumped up ground beef for sure.
Oh my fucking
goodness. Yeah. As soon as you said Kroger, like something went off in my head, and I was like, "That's where you fucked up, man. What?" I'm not trusting no Food Lion nothing. Weren't you talking, Lorenzo? You were talking about the Food Lion donuts.
Food Lion donuts.
How shitty they are. Which I still haven't investigated. We'll get some in here and we'll do a taste testing, and that'll be a fun episode for sure. Where we're throwing up left and right. But as soon as you said Kroger, I was like, hell no. Tacos? No. I wouldn't even trust a taco fucking salad from Kroger. Not the thing itself. Okay, what about for these cops out here that think they're gonna get away with shit?
For the cops, I can't say what I want to say, but I'm gonna get this shit together. You know what I'm saying? And for my people, I actually thought about this back in like 2017. Have like a law inside your car or something. Setting up on the law, because cops lie all the fucking time. They're supposed to liars. They get paid to lie. So like they just be making shit up, hoping you don't know what you're talking about. But if you know what's up, You could get their ass, son.
Yeah.
Fucking sue them. Son, the goal is to change your town to your fucking name. Whenever you get pulled over, that's the opportunity for you to make money, not them.
Yeah.
You got to utilize that shit.
I just want to let everyone know right now, if you're concerned, Allen is not nodding off. He's not about to throw up.
I'm good.
He's just briefly looking at his phone.
Yeah, man. Like
really...
people been like, where are you? What's going on? Like, and it's college football season, so I'm like, I'm doing a podcast.
Yeah. No, you got to keep up. Yeah, we can't have you out here away from the game. I was just at my dad's. Yeah, he was flipping channels, going back and forth. It looks like it's popping off right now, but. Thank you for stopping by and coming all this way too. Nonetheless,
anytime.
I really
man.
appreciate it.
This is fun.
Yeah, and next time if you want to come on and school us in sports gambling and just if you have an approach to teaching people, I would not be averse to learning some. Start a class, start a little master class type deal.
Yeah,
subscriptions. And then you got a money pool growing for yourself too. Subscriptions. So. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll catch you around. We were going to be on a show together, or on a mic together rather, on Wednesday, but it sounds like you had to cancel. So.
Yeah, damn childcare.
Yeah. So
anybody want a 6-year-old?
No, thank you. Nope. Not trying to get choked out of my sleep.
Real talk. One of the texts on there was my wife telling me that my son said he was sleeping downstairs tonight because dad's not there, so he's watching football. I'm like, what?
Okay. Like father, like son. Look at that.
Fight when I get home.
Hopefully there's not 14 people waiting for you. Oh, no. It's just him. All right. Thanks, Alan. Thank you for coming by.